So I'm going to ask you this question, and you can give as much dialogue about the question
Okay.
that you want. A year or so ago, you and your husband went viral on a podcast from
Oh,
telling your story.
yes. Another story was
Another
told. Yes.
story.
Uh-huh.
And you told your stories about the struggles, about the things that you all went through, the things you dealt with, and it wasn't taken well.
No.
Explain your story and explain why you think it wasn't taken well by the world.
And although he would go out for weekends, I would literally help him get ready to go meet a side chick by ironing his clothes and getting him ready for the night.
We shared our marriage story, which we've done for years. Again, we've been in ministry for 21 years. We met when I was 17, got married when I was 18, didn't give my life to Jesus till 20. My husband didn't give his life till he was about 24 years old, as far as transformative. And the first 6 years of our marriage were horrible. Jennifer, it was bad. Okay. And it wasn't until I gave my life to Jesus and I began to learn who I was in the Lord that I would pray and ask the Lord how I could help our marriage get better. So we shared this story. We've shared it for over 20 years. I probably shared it a little too casual for this particular platform, because I went on talking as if everybody would understand how good God is, that God restores lives, changes lives, picks you out the gutter, makes you a new creature in Christ. And I guess I was naive to the fact that the internet, TikTok especially, is full of people that don't want to hear the good news. They want to focus on the bad. And one sentence I said in that whole 40-minute episode became quite devastating, actually. I mean, I didn't know what it meant to be trolled. I didn't know what it meant to be talked about on the internet, how they could stitch it and make little videos and commentary. It went viral, over 3 million views, and I had explained that I would iron my husband's clothes as he would go out for weekends to be with a side chick. Now let me just stop and say I did that once, where I ironed his clothes once when I was 20 years old. I'm 53. I was 20 years old. And the reason why I did that was because I was trying to win him back with love and kindness, because I knew he wasn't living for the Lord. I knew he was having affairs. When I married him, I knew he would probably not be faithful. I knew I married him understanding that. And for me, that was okay, because I didn't know my value. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know Jesus. I was a teenager, and I came from a dad who had my mom divorced because of adultery. So I had made a vow in my own young head that if my husband were to do that, I'd be fine with it, because for me, that wasn't a deal breaker. I was a teenager. I was young. I didn't know the Lord. I didn't know myself. I thought I explained it well, but it just took off, and it was well, you saw it.
Yeah, I did.
I wanted to defend myself so badly. I wanted to respond to all these people that did not know me and explain myself. And thank God for my husband, who covered me with love and prayer when we were going through that, and said, you know what, Kelly, you're going to have to just deal with the backlash, because the world isn't going to understand.